Okay, so this is a sample video on task 2 document creation, which is to make an outline CV. So the very first thing you're going to do is go into the college as normal, and that is into scfe.ie. Then you're going to go into the office. You're going to go into your OneDrive, which is your filing cabinet, and then into your shared folder. So our shared folder for word processing, I have, just to test it here, I have made up my own folder here. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I am going to add a Word document, and a blank Word document will open. So that gets us started. With this document, I am going to go to editing, open it on my desktop app, and that gives us all the functionalities of word processing that we're looking for. So the very first thing that I'm going to do is have a look at the task, and it is asking me to create the attached CV. So it's to recreate the attached CV. So using the example I have, I'm going to get started. Okay, and my address. Phone number. Now obviously you will put in your correct details. My email. Okay, so the CV it had the name in bold. Highlight that and change it to bold. And the first thing it has is a heading, and the heading is in education. So I go to my headings tab in the home tab, and I'm looking for heading, and I type in the word education. Now I'm going to select that word because it has a paragraph around it, and I'm going to go to the design tab, over to page borders, and then I'm going to go to borders. Okay, I want to select a box border, and you'll see here it gives you a sample of what that looks like, but we don't want the sidebars on the border. So what I'm going to do is click this and remove the left-hand side, click this, remove the right-hand side, and then press OK. So now our education section is in. You will then type in your qualifications. I'm just making these up as I go along for the example. And I want to, on the home tab, go to the paragraph section as we showed in class, down to the tabs, and here I want to set it is asking me at 15.5 centimeters, and it wants me to align it to the right, and it is looking for the leader dots. So I'm going to press number 2, and I'm going to press OK. And now I press my tab key, and I will start typing in graduated 2020. Okay, underneath that I'm just going to write the University of Dublin. I am going to highlight my qualification and the year I graduated in bold. And then I'm going to put in my other qualifications. Now my tabs were all set, so I can just press my tab key, and this this is highlighted in bold. Remember, we're following the example that you have. And that is IADT. Oh, I didn't want that in bold, so I'm going to remove my bold. Okay, so in this section, you can add to that and obviously put in your own education and any of the experience that we'll do throughout the CV. This video is just an example for you, as I just need an outline of a CV, but it's one you can work on. Okay, the next heading, so I'm going back to headings that it's asking me to put in, is experience. So work experience. And again, I select it. And I go to the design and I go to my page border. So I'm repeating what I did earlier on. It's not the whole page I want to border, it's just the selection. So I go to borders, I go to box, and I don't want the left, I don't want the right, and I press OK. So now it has selected the work experience. So here I will type in experience. Again, I will need to set up my tabs again. So I go to my paragraph section. I go down to tabs. I want it at 15.5 centimeters. I want to align it right. I want leader dots and I want to press OK. So I will put that in and I will put that as June 2023 to present. Again, I'm going to highlight that in bold as per this sample. And I would continue on here with your experience. Okay, and my sample doesn't have this in bold, so I remove the bold. Okay, the next heading that it is asking me for is our hobbies and interests. So I am going to put in heading. Again, following the format that we did before, I select it and I want to design it by putting a border around it. Go to borders, go to box, remove the left, remove the right, press OK. And in this section, I will type in my hobbies and my interests. So I'm just going to move on down. And the next section it has is references. Now, again, this is in a heading style. So I'll go back to my home tab, go back to my headings, and we put in references. Okay, again, I select the references, back to design, over to my page borders. And in that, I'm going to select the left tab, just borders around what I've selected. I want a box border. I want to remove the left, remove the right, and press OK. And I would then fill in my references here. Okay, so you can actually do the outline template of it and then go back and fill in your information. So it says format the text as Calibri 12 point, okay, except for the name at the beginning. Okay, so I am going to select my CV here and I am going to put in that I want the, select my text here and I want this to be my Calibri. And it is asking me for 12 size 12, so that's fine. Misspelling there. The red line is showing me the misspelling. This section. Calibri 12. Calibri 12. Okay. So the name at the beginning should be a 20 point. Okay, so I go to my name and I put Calibri and I will change it to 20 point. So when you're going through any sort of a skill, it's important that you tick off each one as you do it, numbers 1 through to the very end. And then you know you've caught everything. So it says remove the line spacing to the name and the address. So I'm going to go here, select this. I am going to go here in my paragraph section and remove space after paragraph. Okay, so that has removed that. Apply heading style 1 to each of the subheadings. We have actually already done that. So you can see here, this is heading style 1. So we had already picked that, so that's good. Apply a simple top and bottom border to each of the subheadings. We've done that. Apply a bold formatting to the subheadings, which is done. Just double check that. Education. Sorry, that's a bold. It hasn't been done. Okay. Bold. Okay. Insert a page break before hobbies and interests section. So what I do here is I'm going to position my mouse above the hobbies and interests section. I'm going to insert and I am going to insert page break. Okay, so now you'll see, and this will all fill out when we have our information in it. Okay, very good. Using the review tools, check your documents for errors. So that would be my spelling and grammar. Okay, BSc. That's fine. Leary. Use 2 words. Okay, and print 1 copy of the document. Make sure to print single-sided. And then save a copy in the PDF file format. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to just turn this off here. I'm going to go to File, Save As, back into my OneDrive. Okay, I'm already in the correct shared folder and I'm going to call this CV template. And I will press save. And you'll see the name is up there when I double check and it tells me that it's in the correct folder. This is the folder I'm using just for the sample. So you will have also to save this. I'm going to turn this off again, and it's asking you to also save it as a PDF document, protected format document. So CV template. Instead of saving as a Word document, I'm going to save it as a protected document format. Now you would do that when you have completed your CV in normal circumstances. And I'm going to press save. Okay, so I will have to double check. I go into my folders and you go into your shared folder. You're going to go into the folder that we have shared together and you'll see you've got your protected document and you have your CV template. And that is your CV skill done.